3 beliefs that keep dads stuck in sexless marriages. If this is our first time meeting, welcome. My name is Rich James Jackson, and today we're going to dive straight into this. Most dads don't realize, but the biggest thing keeping them stuck in a sexless, disconnected marriage isn't their wife, it's their beliefs. The beliefs they've been carrying for years, the stories they've been telling themselves, the words someone else planted in their mind as a kid. Things like, you're not good enough, you'll never be successful, you don't deserve love, you're just not the kind of guy women want to be with. And if you're holding on to beliefs like this, how the hell can you expect to build a thriving marriage? Today I'm going to break down 3 of the biggest beliefs that keep dads stuck in disconnected, sexless, or even separated marriages and show you what to do instead. Belief number 1, I can't do anything. Why it's keeping you stuck and how to reframe it. The problem, when a marriage is breaking down, a lot of men fall into the belief that I can't do anything. She's checked out emotionally. She doesn't acknowledge anything I do. She's already made up her mind. She's living in a different house now, so it's all over. And what happens? They stop leading. They say things like, why bother? Nothing I do matters. I'll just sit back and wait to see if she changes her mind. What does that do? It kills momentum before it even starts. And here's the truth. Even if your wife isn't responding right now, you have a ton of influence. How you show up for the kids, how you carry yourself when you see her, the energy you bring into every interaction, the way you lead yourself regardless of whether she notices or not. New belief. I always have the power to lead myself. You don't wait for her approval. You don't wait for her reaction. You lead because that's the kind of dad you are. And when she sees that, over time, she will feel the shift. Belief number 2, it's too late. Why it's keeping you stuck and how to reframe it. The problem, a lot of guys believe we've been disconnected for too long. She'll never trust me again. This one's my favorite. There's no coming back from this. And because they believe that, they stop trying. They emotionally check out. And the truth here is that people change their minds. Relationships can heal. Distance and disconnection don't have to be permanent, but it starts with you being the one to shift first. New belief. It's never too late for me to become the husband and father I was meant to be. When you change your energy, your actions, and your leadership, you change how she perceives you. And when that shifts, the entire relationship dynamic can shift. Belief number 3. She needs to change first. Why it's keeping you stuck and how to reframe it. The problem, I'll start putting in effort when she does. Why should I change if she's not willing to? She needs to respect me first before I step up. This belief keeps men passive. It puts the entire weight of change on her shoulders instead of taking ownership. If you're waiting for her to change, you've already lost. Which brings me to Chris's story and how one shift changed everything for him. Chris came to me at a make or break moment. His wife looked him in the eye and said, if something doesn't change, I'm done. That moment, most men would shut down. They'd go into resentment mode. They'd start to push her away because she was pulling away. They'd start emotionally protecting themselves instead of fixing the real issue. And if Chris had done that, his marriage would be over today. But Chris didn't react emotionally. Instead of getting defensive, he responded by asking the right question. What needs to change for us to come through this stronger? He wasn't playing victim. He wasn't waiting for her to fix it. He took ownership of what he could control and then led with the right energy. And that one shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset saved his marriage. If Chris had waited for his wife to change first, he would have lost everything. And the same applies to you. New belief. I go first. I lead no matter what. Look, I get it. If you've been stuck in a disconnected marriage for months or even years, it's easy to feel like there's no way out. But the first step, the very first step to change isn't fixing her, it's fixing your beliefs. So ask yourself right now, which belief have you been holding on to that's keeping you stuck? More importantly, are you willing to let it go? Because if you don't change, nothing changes. And if you do, everything changes. Chris didn't just save his marriage. He became a stronger man and father because of it. And if you're willing to challenge your beliefs and shift your mindset, you can do the same. Thanks for joining me today. Please like and subscribe if you got any value from today's episode, and reach out to me on Instagram at Rich James Jackson if you want any help with your own journey.